Hi, it's Bill Koenig for Straight Circle Martial Arts, and this is 10 elbow locks every martial artist should know. As a very quick note before I do these, every elbow lock has the same principle. There are two directions. You have to have a push and a pull. If you just push or you just pull, they don't work. Remember, you always need 2 points of support. Everything needs to move like this. So, number one, what you want to do, number one, is you have to stretch him a little bit so that his elbow comes straight. This is the same with all these too. If you don't have a straight elbow, if you go to lock him like this, it doesn't do anything. You need this out, you need this pointing this way. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my hand and my chest. I'm going to prop this on my chest right there and on my hand, and I'm going to have two directions, 1 and 2. So like that. Push and pull. You could also wrap it if you want and push and pull. It doesn't really matter. But keep in mind, stretch him, elbows this way, turn it down just a touch. Put your chest on it, down, and like this. Number 2, opposite side, same idea. I'm going to take this hand and I'm going to cup like this, and I'm going to put on this side of his elbow right there. And I'm going to pull to me and I'm going to push to you, just like this. When you do this, it is important that your hip goes the way that your hand goes. If I go forward and pull this way, it doesn't do anything. So I'm like this, my hand's going to go that way, this hand's going to go this way, and I'm just going to shove it like that. If you want him to go down, you just tip the arm a little more that way so that it's pointing down a touch, and then you come that way and you'll get more out of him going that direction. Number 3, we're going to go over the top. So if he was pushing in and I slip, now this is important that you turn his hand so that elbow, that point right there, faces down. And I'm going to roll over the top and put this in my armpit. You could grab it like this, you could grab it like this, it doesn't matter, but you still need 2 directions. I need up and I need down, and I'm going to go like that. Really simple, 1 and 2. So the push comes in, I stretch him out and I turn it, I come over the top, I use my lever, and 1 and 2. And 1 and 2 like this. Just up and down. Remember, when you do this, you have to have some bend in the hip, and you need to bring your weight down this way to make this happen. Number 4 is very similar. It's just we're going to come to the inside instead of the outside. Last time we went this way. This time as this comes in, I'm going to roll this way, and now I'm going to step in on this side. I'm going to step in like this and come over the top, elbow like this, and down. So as I step in, I need to roll this. You see how I roll this way? If I leave this like this, when I do this, it's going to bend like that. I need to roll it. I can use my hand like this, or I can use my hand and my elbow. I'm going to put over the top. I'm going to make that lever just above the elbow, and I'm going to go up and down like that. Pretty much the same as the other one, except now we're on the inside of the body instead of the outside of the body. Number 5, come in, hit him. I'm going to slide this way, and I'm going to go this way. The really important part of this is you need to twist his arm like this so that it locks out. If I go like this and he bends the arm, he has a lot of play. But if I take him until he twists and this arm doesn't move anymore, now what I want to do is I just want to touch my stomach and I want to bring my shoulder up like this. So it's here and there. Realistically, it would kind of jump and come up and hurt the arm. But for the sake of argument, we're just going to go like this and like that. This could also be done this way. I prefer the other way. I feel a little safer over here. But it could be done on this arm if you're so inclined. And if you do it quick enough, there's enough damage, you'll get away with it. But for the most part, I like to be there. Number 6. He comes in, and I'm kind of stuck. And what you're going to see is I'm going to hook him like this. I still need those 2 points of support, one there and one there. And what I'm doing is I'm going like this, and I'm just going to roll. So this slides in and traps this, and this part right here goes on the back side of the elbow, and I'm going to make 2 motions. This comes to me, and that comes to you, just like that. So as it comes in, I'm there. So it's just a quick this. Very common. You'll see this in the ones in the back later, in similar motions. This is a similar motion you see in a lot of martial arts where you have these 2 parts make the 2 points of support. This one, hips here, I'm going to stretch him a little bit. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my back. as the second point of support. So as I have him here, I need to kind of bring my back, just back a touch as I bring him that way. I'm gonna hook him with this part of my arm right there, just above the elbow. Now again, important, if the arm is bent this way, and I do this, it's gonna do this. It's important that you roll them where you can put them that way. If I over roll it this way, it's gonna kind of flip off. If I roll it too much this way, it's gonna do that. I mean, those both still work, they're just different. But for the most part, I'm just gonna do that. So like this and down. Next one, arm comes up. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna roll it like this. And again, this has to be down. If this goes like this, it's gonna bend. So I'm gonna roll it like that. And now I'm gonna use this and I'm gonna roll it, almost like you would do a block. I'm gonna catch it and I'm gonna roll it into me and pull it down to my foot. I'm up, I roll him. You'll see it too, because if he's straight up, it's not right. If you see him bend, then you know it's where he belongs. I cut it, I use my forearm to roll him a little bit. I create the support, and what I want to do is just kind of push up with my shoulder and down with my arm. And I'm going to roll like this. And that's going to propel him down towards my feet. Number 9. I see these a lot where people reach in and you hook them. Now, what's happening here is he's on my neck. And I'm using my neck as that second point of support. So if I trap him like this against my neck, and I go like that, I can put him down. So what I'm doing with this is I want to use my neck to kind of push up a little bit, and I want to use this to come down. If I just pull, this doesn't have enough, it's muscle at that point. I need to lever him so that he comes down. So you want to use your neck as one point of support. So he's holding there, and this is my second point of support. I saved this one for last because I see it done wrong a lot, even though it's very popular. So we all know that right there on the tendon, that's very sensitive. So if I rub this, it creates a lot of pain. A lot of times you'll see people do this where they'll extend and they'll bring people down. Usually where people screw this up is what they do is they go like this, and then they go like this, and then they make this motion here and they try to push. But this is a weak position. There's no strength there. What you want to do is you want to envision more like you're punching, because you want extension. So as I take this, I want to go into him, and I want to punch almost down, like that. This hand comes up, this hand comes down. You want to expand into this. You don't want to push like this. When you finish this motion, ideally you want to take it, and then you want to take it that way. So you have almost like a two direction on this. It goes down, and then maybe I come this way with it. Sometimes this is taught where you just go that way, period, and that works very well also. But keep in mind, you want to expand into this. Do not push like that. One last note on all these. Very, very important. I don't care how you do it. Whether you hit them, whether you stretch them, you need to put them in a stretch position to where all the joints are fully extended so they're weak. If he is in here like this, strong, none of these work. I mean, you could go to something else. There are a lot of things you could do from here. Those elbow locks will not work. So always bump people or hit them or stretch them or launch them somewhere where this stuff works. That's your only shot. So be smart. Put them in a position of weakness first and then go to the lock. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. It helps the channel grow.